What's going on, Aquarius? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having an amazing week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, your shares. Your support really does mean a lot to me, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. You are in for an amazing journey. Now, what I'm going to be doing this week is a tarot card reading for the week of December 7th through the 13th. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me. Never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with that being said, let's get into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems are getting all settled in. Vibrations are good. Now, what we're going to be focused on this week is self-growth and ways that you can get closer to your higher self and just embody the best version of Aquarius that you and I both know you can be. And I'll be pulling 10 cards with this and getting clarifiers as need be. And of course, a good old surprise card at the end, because who doesn't love a good surprise card? And in case y'all were curious, I'm using the Astro Matrix Tarot deck. It's a modern and diverse version of the Rider-Waite deck, so hopefully you'll enjoy it as much as I've been. And I've included in the description box below some links for decks that I like using in case you want to get your own, pull along with me. Just have fun with it, Aquarius. But let's go ahead and get into your first card here, and this is going to represent the past. So higher self, where has Aquarius been in the past? What past experience have shaped Aquarius up into this present moment? Let's see what you've been. Let's see where you've been on this journey, Aquarius. Okay, let's see, yeah? Alrighty. Okay, Aquarius, look at you. We got the Four of Cups in reverse. And normally with this coming up, I feel like we're starting to kind of open ourselves up to the universe a little bit. You know, I feel like it's, because when it's upright, you know, the universe is trying to hand her this cup here, but she's so involved in her own world and just really tuned out that she doesn't realize that these three other cups are empty and the universe is trying to help her out here. But with it being in reverse, I do feel like you're becoming more receptive to this energies now. You know, you're starting to really kind of feel things out a little bit more, and things I feel like are just starting to like fall into place here. And if you haven't been, you know, at least I feel like I'm getting, at least there's been a thought that you're thinking about it. You know, it's something that you're at least kind of flirting with. So, and I feel like, you know, definitely kind of explore that a little bit, you know, because, you know, I wouldn't tell you what to do. But if the universe is trying to get in touch with you there, you know, it's something to consider. And, you know, if you're having troubles even like figuring out what ways that it's coming in, you know, the universe has a multitude of ways of getting out to you. Because keep in mind, this card is the moon in Cancer. And that's dignified because, you know, moon's right at home with Cancer. But, you know, I'm thinking about like how the moon changes phases and, you know, constantly going through the signs. And there's just like so many nuanced ways that things, you know, these energies can kind of reach out to you. So I feel like, you know, if this is the energy that you've been kind of following, just stay on that track. It's definitely going to be, it's an interesting journey for sure, but I feel like it's a very rewarding one as well. So absolutely great start, Aquarius. Let's see where how that's brought us to the present. Let's see what's been going on. Higher self, where's Aquarius at presently in their journey? What's been going on since they're starting to open themselves up to the universe a little bit? They're listening to higher self. Let's see what's going on. Oh, we got the Knight of Cups in reverse. So that's an interesting twist, because I feel like right now we're at this place where we're on this journey, you know, we're trying to figure out, I feel like we're trying to figure out what fulfills us and what ways that the universe is trying to get in touch with us. But there is this, I almost don't want to say doubt, but I almost feel like an apprehension, you know. I don't feel like we're doing this thing sort of like reluctantly, you know, and I feel like it's being met with some resistance, you know. For those of you who I was saying that if you've been having some trouble and maybe this has been kind of a frustrating time, you've been trying a whole different various ways to try to open yourself up, but nothing seems to be clicking, and it's getting to this place where we're starting to lose this steam, and it's like, well, crap, if this isn't the one, this isn't the one, you know. You've embarked on this journey, you've taken these steps, and then when you want to come back, you want to be able to show everyone, it's just like, hey, look what I've done. But let me get a little more clarification on that Knight of Cups. Higher self, Can we get a little more clarification on that? Because I feel like right now we're just, we're not sure. We're a little lost in our journey right now. You know, we want to, I feel like we're looking for something tangible, something that we can just be like, yes, this is the one, so I can know that when people come to approach me again, I can show them like a progress report, if you will. But yeah, let's get a little more clarification on the Knight of Cups. Thank you, Higher Self. Let's see what's going on with this Knight of Cups here. You got the Devil in reverse. And so I feel like with this, I feel like we're starting to, okay, so I do, maybe with this journey that we're going on, this is, okay, we're going on, we're starting to let some old habits go is what I'm getting with this Devil in reverse here. You know, so maybe we have been sort of tuned out from the universe for a little while, but now we realize in what ways we've been kind of blind to this thing, or you know how we've sort of like cut ourselves off from the source, and you know, however that looks like for you, higher self, God, Buddha, and I'm not trying to be funny, I'm being serious, you know, however that looks like for you, I feel like we're starting to take steps. And that's what I was kind of getting with, like, it feels like you want to, maybe you feel like people have been wondering, like, hey Aquarius, what have you been up to? Like, oh, you know, like I don't know, I'm getting like almost like a comparison vibe, or where you feel like you're not at the state where you want to be. But I feel like with the Devil popping up in reverse here, I feel like you're exactly where you need to be right now, Aquarius. It's going to be one of those things that it's tough when you're kind of in it right now, because this is sort of tricky energy here. But I do feel like you're on the right track here, because you're not, because with the Devil, you know, it's about like opening yourselves up, you know, realizing that there's strength in whatever these vices may be: drugs, sex, alcohol, gambling, you know, poor self-esteem, however that looks. I feel like you're turning that thing on its head. In this journey, you know, with this, you can't compare your journey to anyone else's journey. You know, you got to just kind of follow your heart here. But let's go ahead and move on to your third card. Hopefully that makes a little sense for you. Let's see, let's get to where your higher self is trying to guide you on this thing, Aquarius. Higher self, where are we trying to get Aquarius to at this time? Where's the universe trying to guide Aquarius? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I like that. Nine of Swords in reverse. So I feel like for some, maybe we felt like we were kind of a slave to this thing. You know, I feel like you get to this place where maybe you've been taking steps, but it feels like you've been taking like 2 steps forward and then like 4 steps back. You know, and that's, I feel like your higher self is getting, you know, trying to get you to this place of like, hey, the nightmare is getting ready to be over here. Because the Nine of Swords is like, you know, this thing that's weighing down on your mind, and it's like really where it's gotten into this place where you can't even sleep, you know, where when you're awake, it's a nightmare. When you sleep, it's a nightmare. When you're brushing your teeth, it's a nightmare. And now we're trying to get to this, I feel like your higher self is trying to get you out of that place. It's like, listen, things aren't as bad as it seems. You know, you've been taking these steps to kind of open up again. So that's something to flip this Knight of Cups right up, you know, because that's progress. You know, it may not be as fast as you wanted, but it is progress all the same. So let's not forget that, because that's the biggest part of the journey. I know I feel like it's like when you don't get that big win, you're just like, well, man, what was the point? You're just focusing on the fact that you're still kind of stuck. But you've been leveling up. It may have been small, but the progress is there. So just keep at it, Aquarius. It's going to honestly, with what I'm feeling from this, I feel like you're on the right track for sure. You know, this is I'm with this energy 100%. But let's get on to your challenge. Let's see what's preventing this growth here. Higher self, what are some hurdles that's getting in front of Aquarius right now? What's been sort of preventing this self growth from reaching these steps of higher self? You got the Five of Wands in reverse. And I feel like with this popping up, it's about letting that sort of like, kind of letting that sort of combative mindset sort of go. I feel like with this energy, the challenge is about letting go. You know, when you get stuck in that Nine of Swords mentality, you know, it can get to this place of where you're just kind of beating up on yourself, and it lowers your self-esteem, and it gets us to this place where it's trying to hold us, where we're not moving anymore. We stagnated. And now I feel like higher self is trying to get you to where we're opening our minds up a little bit more, you know, get out of this tumultuous sort of mentality here, because if it's not serving you a purpose and it's not raising your vibration, you know, it's difficult to get out of that. But it is, I feel like it's that having that paradigm shift, you know, really kind of switching up how you're talking to yourself and how you're seeing this situation, instead of like, well, crap, I'm not in this, like, and I'm not in this big house, or, you know, look at this nice car that other people have. Think of it like this, you know, it's like, man, once I get a house like that, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, because I don't care for the lawn ornaments. I don't care for any of this stuff. And, you know, with like the car, it's like, you know, that's all right, car. I'd definitely pick a different color, maybe get some different rims on it. You know, like shifting that mentality up, not thinking about like what you don't have. Think about what you're going to do with that thing when you have it. Then that's just like for an example. You know, I think I want to clarify that Five of Wands a little bit. Higher self, can we clarify the Five of Wands? Just because that I feel like that makes sense, but I feel like there might be something a little bit more in there. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Two of Swords. And so with the Two of Swords, I feel like it's about opening yourself up to like exactly what I was talking about, opening yourself up to like that sort of new perspectives here. You know, finding that balance between the mindsets. You know, I get it if you don't feel like where you need to be. It's, you know, I feel like it could be just like, okay, we set a goal, we're at that date, we haven't met that goal. Okay, what have we accomplished up until now, and how can we increase the effort? You know, that type of thing. That's kind of what I'm getting with this energy here. It is, I feel like it's just a matter of reevaluating and kind of reestablishing a different sort of mindset here. And that's going to get you to this place where I feel like we're gonna start seeing that you are leveling up. You're leveling up. It's like little points right now, but it's eventually going to get you to that big one. So I'm dig it. I totally dig it. Let's get on to your next card here, which is going to be environmental influences. And so let's see, higher self, what environmental influences are affecting Aquarius right now? What are some external influences that are at play here? Okay. Four of Swords in reverse. So I feel like what's happening here is that we're letting this situation here, I feel like it's kind of stressing us out here. We're not getting adequate rest like we should. And even honestly, even when this card is upright, when I talk about this card, even if you're getting that rest, look at this guy. He's still sleeping in his armor, like he's still waiting for things to just like, you know, for the other shoe to drop. And I feel like that's not really adequate rest there. I feel like it's about really, really taking that time and just unplugging. Like, for example, I had to, just this past holiday weekend, I was getting to this place where, and I hadn't even realized it, you know, I was like, or I was starting to realize it, you know, I was just like, not necessarily tired, but I wasn't eating like I should, you know, just like not empressing, you know, getting into that empress energy. So I forced myself into an empress weekend. You know, I went back home, went to a place where it didn't even have the internet capacity for me to do any work. So it was just like, I just had to be. And I'll tell you what, it was exactly what I needed. And I feel like that's exactly what you need. You need a place where you just can detach from all these things as you can, Aquarius. You know, I get that we have life stuff that we have to deal with. I'm not telling you to just throw your responsibilities to the wayside. But if you can set aside even just like a weekend, or, you know, however your schedule looks, set aside some time and really get some rest, because you're not going to be worth anything to anyone when you're exhausted, you know. And that's where, if you're sleep deprived, you're going to start making mistakes. You're going to start, you're not going to be maybe moving the body like we should. You know, it starts compounding, Aquarius. So I get that urgency to want to get things done, but there is time for rest as well. You know, let's have, again, finding that balance, because both of these cards here, Libra energy here. So I'm getting it's about finding that balance. And once you do, Aquarius, I feel like that's going to help kind of refreshen your mindset a little bit, so you can see these things for like, okay, there is growth here. I just been working too hard to really appreciate what's happened here. So just keep that in mind, okay? Now let's go to your 6th card here, which is going to represent personal issues and any fears, anxieties, insecurities that you might have. So higher self, what is it that, what personal issues is Aquarius working with right now? What is it that, what is it that's been, oh, okay. You got the Strength card in reverse. And the Strength card in reverse is just about a lack of confidence. You know, I feel like it's, and you know, I wanted to, one more thing with this 4 of Swords energy here. I'm wondering too if it's, since it's this environmental influences, I'm wondering if we need to kind of check in with how our space is looking too. Is everything up in order? Does your environment reflect the chaos, you know, that you might be feeling in your mind as well? So that's something to check into as well, because if you're not just feeling it, but you're seeing it too, that's absolutely going to bring all kinds of insecurities. It's going to bring doubts. You know, we're not going to believe in ourselves like we should, you know, because there's strength here, Aquarius. You know, there's all kinds of stuff here. But if we don't believe it, then it's just the potential is just sitting there, and then it starts to bubble up. You know, it's like you get to this place where you know you can do more, you know you can do this thing, but then it's just like, well, why can't I seem to deliver? And I do feel like it's about I feel like we need to just sort of, I'm not getting like you need to change entirely what you're doing. I'm just thinking like little things that you know that are bringing you down, that have been on your head. Like, let's say, for example, with this rest, if you know you haven't been getting as much sleep as you should, then get as much sleep as you should. Don't sit there and thinking, man, I could have got more sleep. And you know, we're going to do this thing. That thing didn't go as well. I could have been napping. And you see what I mean? It gets to we don't want to get to this place where you're fighting against yourself. You know, let's try to get to this place where let's flip some of these cards up. Oh, wait, did I flip up right for you? You know what I mean, Aquarius. See what happens when you don't get. Look at that. I'm picking up this exhaustion, and now I don't know. We're spinning around like the Stooges here. Let's come on, Aquarius. But I feel like right now it's just, we're not feeling very confident right now. And I just feel like it's again, just shifting that mindset a little bit. But let's get to your 7th card here, which is kind of like what you feel that you should do at this time. Like, what is your gut telling you should do? So higher self, what is it that, what does Aquarius feel like they should do with this situation at this time? What is their spidey sense kind of telling them? What's their Aquarius sense telling them to do right now? Okay, yeah. Okay. So I feel like what your gut is telling you to do is to kind of meet this challenge head on. Whatever it is, and whatever it is that you've been ignoring. I don't feel like it's like saying like go with whatever your project or your task is. I feel like however you go at your work, or you know, whatever your passion is, go with that same intensity, but for yourself. You know, make sure that you're going with like, yeah, I'm gonna self-care today. Man, I'm gonna kick back. I'm gonna pop some popcorn. I'm gonna make my favorite snacks, you know, watch my favorite shows. I'm gonna take a shower, bath, you know, like go with that same enthusiasm. I feel like is what is kind of saying with like you would going at like a work thing, or you know, something that you're passionate about. And I you know, see how that feels, Aquarius. But you know what? Let's get a little clarification on that Knight of Swords. That's intuitively what I'm getting, but let's get a little more clarification on that. Higher self, can we clarify the Knight of Swords, please? Thank you, higher self. This is because otherwise we're going along this thing swimmingly. Okay. You got the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. And I feel like that's kind of what I was sort of talking about with this energy here. I feel like it's investing in yourself as much as you invest in other things. You know, I feel like there's been a neglect here. You know, in Aquarius, believe me, I get it. You know, when I started this thing up, it's just like I got so excited about doing this tarot channel stuff. I was just like working, and not in the sense that like it didn't feel to me like work, because I was enjoying what I was doing. but just because you're enjoying what you're doing doesn't mean that you shouldn't that you should neglect yourself as well, because you're pouring your energy into this thing. And if you're not fueling yourself back up, it's going to get into this place where we feel like we're start to question where we're investing our things. And our dream and such starts to get kind of, it starts to lose its luster, and then it becomes, we feel like it's becoming work. And that's not what our passion is about. Work is something that's, you know, is a side hustle to support what you love doing. You know, so I do feel like it's about definitely figuring out where we're balancing, where we're investing our time in what you love, and in yourself, which should be another thing. You should love yourself just as much as you love what you're doing. So that's I'll leave that there. Now, let's get to the 8th card here, and this is what you want to do. You know, not just you know, ignore. You know what I mean. There's a difference between what you feel you should do and what you want to do, Aquarius. So let's see what you're trying to do. What is it that Aquarius wants to do at this time, higher self? What is it that let's see what's going on. Oh, okay. Okay. You got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like we're at this place right now where we want to, I feel like we've been trying and kind of trying, and now we're sort of at this place where we just want to pause for a minute. You know, we just want to be like, to not have to worry about responsibilities. And you know what, Aquarius? I'm not mad at that. I told, who would I tell? Someone else had something similar. I know for sure Cancer had something similar to this. Cancer, and I want to say either Pisces or, no, it was Aries that had something similar to this, where it's just like, if you've been going and doing this thing, and you're just like, man, I'm just tired of getting beat up. You know, I'm tired of this rejection. I'm tired of this, like, having to get back on the saddle and have to to meet this stuff every day. Aquarius, pause. Absolutely pause. This might be that time for that rest period. Maybe this is like the universe sort of like telling you that, like, hey, it's okay to feel like that, because now we're not enjoying ourselves right now. It's become wherever this passion, I feel like, is, you know, it's becoming daunting. And now we don't want it to get to that place. You know, we're trying to grow here, you know, and not, because this self-growth is just however you're trying to grow. It doesn't necessarily have to be just personal. It could be, you know, trying to grow in business and love or whatever, but mainly what's been kind of going on here. Yeah, that's what I'm getting with this Knight of Pentacles here. Let's clarify. Just let's get a little clarification on that. Higher self, can we clarify the Knight of Pentacles? Because that's again, that's intuitively what I'm kind of getting here, is that I feel like we're tired. You know, we've been trying to present this thing. You know, we've been, yeah, really just been kind of working at it. So, Two of Wands. Oh, wow, Aquarius. How conflicting here, because the Two of Wands is about, oh man, Aquarius. Okay, I'm with you. Because if this is I feel like you're at this place where you have this energy here. You want to, I mean, you want to conquer the world, in the sense, and not that you're a dictator, Aquarius, you know what I mean? It's about, I feel like you're trying to figure out how to leave your mark on the world. And you want the freedom to be able to choose what you want to do. But I feel like it's, you know, I feel like you're constantly at this place where it's like we have to cater to like the norm, or, you know, to like what is expected of us, you know, doing like the 9 to 5, you know, then going to sleep and then doing the same thing all over again. And I feel like there's more to that you want here. And so I definitely, oh man, that's tough. You want to do more, but you got, oh man, Aquarius, I feel like it's time to maybe, for some, just, yeah, really take a time, just sit back and reevaluate where we're at right now. Because that's even trickier than what I was talking about with Cancer and Aries. You know, that's, yeah, okay. Well, stay with it, Aquarius, because it's something like that. Because that Two of Wands energy, I like that energy. Don't lose that drive. You know, whatever it is that's kind of got you down in the dumps right now, that's got you where you don't want to rise up to the occasion. You know, figure out. I feel like it's about finding that paradigm shift again and shifting up that mentality, because that's going to get you to a place where I feel like your energies and then everything else will kind of like match up there. But let's move on to the 9th card here, which is going to be your lesson. So higher self, what is it? What is the lesson that Aquarius can get from this situation here? What lessons do we have to learn from this little journey here? Okay. 8 of Wands. And so I feel like it's about, I feel like maybe we've been, at least intuitively what I'm getting with this is that we've had like just a bunch of ideas, you know, and we're just really trying to figure out which one is going to work and which one is going to stick. And I feel like the lesson is, it's about really kind of not even necessarily getting like a hyper focus, but not spreading ourselves so thin is what I'm kind of getting with this. You know, it's like, let's tackle a couple, you know. I feel like get enough where you got something where you're not getting bored, you know, you got enough things in the rotation there, but not so much where we're spreading ourselves to the point of exhaustion, because that can get you to where, because this kind of state right here, this energy here, it's because I've been there where you want to do something, but it's just like we don't know how to get there. Like we don't know. It's so frustrating. It really, like, let's call it what it is. It's super frustrating, and it gets you to this place where you're just like, not even in a panic, but I don't even know how to explain that energy. But I do feel like with this, it's about finding things within your control, you know, kind of limiting, maybe taking out, instead of like throwing 8 wands up in the air, let's throw like maybe 4 or 5, just kind of see how that works, and, you know, kind of feel it out, because that's what I feel like these birds are representing. It's about, you know, this thing didn't work, let's try a little bit more focused idea, and then kind of seeing where that goes, you know, kind of following that energy and just see how the universe kind of responds back to them. And if you're still getting that resistance, pull back a little bit more, you know, we got to adjust. So let's keep that in mind, Aquarius. Now let's get to your last card here, which is going to be some advice. So higher self, what is some advice for Aquarius here? What is it at what advice do we have for Aquarius on this journey here? Yeah, okay. Okay. You got the 10 of Swords. And you know what? I like that this is popping up, because because this 10 of Swords is this energy right here. This, what you want to do, that's 10 of Swords. Because we get to a place where I feel like imagine I almost feel like it's like imagine you're getting ready to start a race, you know, like a track race. You're getting in position, they're like, on your mark, get set, and then you're just at set. And that's it. And that's where I feel like that's what this energy is. You're at set, and then you don't know what to do. And then you're just stuck there, but you know you need to go. And I feel like this is kind of saying, this is like, we're getting to this place of where, all right, Aquarius, it's time to stop. You know, it's time to really kind of reevaluate what we're doing here and figuring out why is it that we're so flustered, because this mentality here is going to lead to this 9 of Swords here, to where we're just kind of led to ruin, where we feel like we can't go on. But the thing with this card is that even in all this craziness right now, it may feel like this is the end of the world, that this is it, that we're never going to get over this, but the sun is still rising. It's on the horizon. You know, let's go ahead and switch back over. But yeah, this energy here, it is. The nice thing about the 10 of Swords, there's not an 11 of Swords. You know, this is, we're here now. You know, I feel like I feel like you're at the precipice here. You know, we can either keep this mentality going a little bit longer, or we can kind of see this as like something needs to change. You know, something's not raising my vibration, and it's really time to figure out what that is. Because you deep down, Aquarius, you know what that is. You know, we can say we don't know, but when we sit with it and be honest with yourself, you know, and really, and this is, again, you're not in a judgment, you're not in a judgment-free zone. You're totally in a judgment-free zone. But, you know, just really being honest with yourself. What is this? Because you've seen it, I've seen it. now let's figure it out, you know, because I don't want, like, this energy here, I don't have words for it. It's just, but it gets, every time I look at it, I feel that, because I've been there, where it's like you want more for yourself. You know that you're meant to do more, but it's just like, what? You know, what is that? And then it's going to come back down to just feeling the universe again. Get back to that place where we're picking up the signs, because the universe is trying to get you back on track, Aquarius. So I'll leave that there. Hopefully that made sense for you, because that's a tricky one for sure. But it's really, I feel like at this place right now, you're becoming your own worst enemy, if this is resonating with you. And again, because now that after I had said that last time, this is a safe space. Outside of your own safe space, this is probably, this is a, you're in good company here. So I'm excited to see where this growth is going. You know, I'm not excited that you're in it, you know, because I sympathize with that and empathize with that, but it's gonna be all right, Aquarius. Let's do all the YouTube things. Yeah, we're just gonna transition right into that. Let's do the YouTube things. Like, share, subscribe. I'm on Facebook now, and it's starting to look official. I've been having a good old time on there. And then check out my other channel too, if you have. You know, if you got Cancer in your placements, it's called the Chariot and Friends. And I talk everything, it's all Cancerian energy all day. You know, we talk about lunar shenanigans, you know, what phase she's in, what sign she's in, void of course, all that cool stuff. So if that's something that you're interested in, or you got Cancer in your chart, or just want to come kick it with us, we love the company. And that's a safe space too. Because that was a weird slip of the tongue there, but whatever, Aquarius. Let's get your surprise, sorry, because I can get you out of here. Yeah, Aquarius. It's been a long one. You know, this has been a tough journey here. Nine of Wands. This is about, you know, kind of persevering through this thing. You know, it's been tough, and in the journey, you know, depending on where you're at in it, there may be a little bit more coming on the horizon. But like I said, it's going to come to an end, and the sun is still going to shine at the end of the day. So I'm with that. Go out there, stay safe, keep raising that vibration, Aquarius, and I will catch you on the next one later.